New Mexico's Hot Chefs is brought to you in part by Sub-Zero Wolf Appliances, leaders in refrigeration and cooking.
Bravo Cucina Italiana. What a great restaurant. So I understand you're new to the area.
I certainly am. I just moved here from Des Moines, Iowa with the company, transferring after about 3 years up there. So really excited to be here in Albuquerque cooking, and really excited to show some of our food to you today.
Well, I'm excited to taste your food. So what are the items you're going to be cooking for us?
We're going to be doing a little crab cake appetizer, also our pasta bravo, our signature dish, and we'll also do some mushroom bruschetta. Nice for a fall or winter night.
So I see the taste buds have a finished product over here. What does that look like?
It looks incredible.
I can't wait to try it. So you guys go ahead and get started, and if you'll put this thing together for us, right, I'll help you out with whatever you need.
Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is get a little saute pan hot here for it. Just put a little bit of canola oil in there to heat up. I always use canola oil for cooking. Extra virgin olive oil gets a little bit of an off taste when you cook with it. So we'll start with our canola oil. We'll just put a little bit in the pan there. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and take our crab meat. We'll mix that in.
How are you doing that? What do you think of this Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen?
It's absolutely beautiful. I'd love to have this in my kitchen at home. This would be great. So next thing we're going to move on to, we got our lump crab meat. We're going to put a little bit of our crab sauce in there. The recipe for this is online. You can certainly go ahead and grab it there. We got all the details on there. So next up, we'll add a little bit of our Japanese breadcrumbs. They're also called panko breadcrumbs. Great for mixing things like this. They absorb liquid really well. A lot better than your Italian breadcrumbs you're going to get.
Does that help them stick together?
Yep, it does. It gets that nice kind of, it binds it a lot. So we're going to add a little bit of red pepper here. Mix it together.
And while he's mixing that, you can find this recipe on newmexicoshotchefs.com. Don't forget. Taste buds. I don't hear anything over there. What's it like?
So good.
I gotta tell you, it's by far the best crab cake I've had in New Mexico.
Well,
yeah, buddy.
That's what we love to hear. Thank you very much.
I haven't tasted it yet, so we'll see.
We'll see. You're the final word, right? All right. So next up, we're just going to form these into little crab cakes. Nice 2 to 3 ounce ball works great. Something that isn't too big. The bigger it is, the longer it's going to take to cook. So, and sometimes it'll take a little bit of time to absorb the liquid, the breadcrumbs. You don't necessarily always want to form right after you make the mixture. You got to let those breadcrumbs soak up a little bit of the moisture.
Cooking time, does it take much?
Cooking time, I'd say 3 to 5 minutes. Just about 2 minutes on the stovetop, and then we'll finish them for about 2 minutes in the oven just to get them heated all the way through, and then we'll be good to go. So we'll put our first one in there.
You haven't even started cooking yet, but I can smell that. It smells so good.
Well, and like I was saying, with the key with the breadcrumbs, another thing you want to do is you always want to drain out the liquid out of your crab meat. Lots of times there'll be lots of water in there, even with a lot of fresh crab meat. When you squeeze out a little bit of that liquid, it'll help them stick together. Water is kind of your enemy on this dish, so you want to steer away from that.
So if you don't get the consistency right, they'll kind of fall apart.
Exactly, they will. They'll be in the oven, and you'll lose them in just a second. So we'll go and flip this guy over. This one's taking just a little bit longer to cook. You do have to kind of be patient with these. Sometimes you want to get a nice brown crust on them, but if you get a little too quick, you get a little bit of that light brown color. We'll show you on the second one how you want to do it, and that'll get a nice brown.
Yeah, well, now that you've flipped them over and they're starting to cook, there's just a whole nother aroma. I can't wait to taste them.
And non-stick pans work out great for this too. When you work with regular aluminum pans, crab will have a tendency to stick, especially with the sauce that we use for it. So if you get a non-stick, it'll slide right off. It takes a little bit longer to get the browning that you're looking for, but it works out a lot better in the long run.
You said you were using, what kind of oil was that now?
Extra canola oil, actually, for the start.
Can we use other oils? Will that make any difference?
You can use a pomace oil, you can use any kind of vegetable oil, even a sunflower oil if you want. It's just with the extra virgin olive oil. It does get an off taste when you cook with it. It has a really, really nice refined taste that's great for finishing, but when you cook with it, it'll adjust the flavors of your dish quite a bit.
Well, I tell you what, I can't wait to taste this stuff.
There we go.
So it didn't take that much time. So
no, it really doesn't.
We have the sauce here again. Tell me a little bit about that.
The sauce is just a actually this is our creamy horseradish sauce.
Okay.
This is what we put on the plate when we finish it. It's just sour cream, mayonnaise, a little bit of buttermilk, a little bit of mustard. Gives it a little bit of tanginess, and then of course we put horseradish in it.
That's
a little bit of
tanginess.
Yep, we do.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and take these dishes, and we'll pop this in the oven right now for a few minutes, just to get it heated through.
What time do you leave that on?
450, and really just for about 3 minutes, like I said. Obviously, the thinner you make the crab cake, the less it's going to need to go in there. Right. The thicker you make it, the longer you want it to cook. All right, Bobby, I think we're ready to go. Those crab cakes should be done if you want to grab them out of the oven for me.
Boy, this Sub-Zero Wolf oven is awesome. Look at those. These are mine. These are mine.
Nice brown crust there, so we'll go ahead and take those. We'll set them on this plate here. We put a little bit of our creamy horseradish dressing down there, and we'll pop the crab cakes on there.
Oh, that smells good.
Next up, we'll take a little bit of spring mix salad, mix a little shaved red onion, a little balsamic vinaigrette. You need a little bit of the acidity to cut some of the sweetness out of the crab meat, so this works out great for it. So you just kind of stack that salad up there nicely on top, and then we'll finish this with a little bit of black pepper and a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And there you go.
I like your presentation on that. You know what?
Let's give this a try.
You and I, we're going to see how good it is. You take. No,
All right.
no, wait a minute. You get.
You take the first bite.
This is my side.
You go for
Let's
it.
go for it.
That one looks better.
This is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. We'll be right back with more New Mexico's hot chefs. I got to take another bite.
Go for it.
Gotta go.
Don't go away. It's pasta, Bravo style.